Here's your Storm Tracker weather forecast with Chief Forecaster Bob McGuire.
And good evening, everybody. It's midweek. We've had our scattered showers and thunderstorms. You know, this is the time of year where you see the little thunderstorms move in, and of course you get what we call splash and dash showers. They start in the mountains, and they start coming towards the Billings area. Well, that's what happened here in this picture. This little splash and dash shower. Not a heavy thunderstorm, just a little bit of a rain shower. Tammy Hawkalter got this one. This was taken out by Molt as the storms kind of made their way towards the Molt and then eventually pushed into the Billings area. Now take a look at this shot. This is from Lynn Richardson from Wyoming. These are the Beartooth Mountains. This was last night's sunset. Oh, cool looking picture there, huh? Well, that's the way things are shaping up, and right now here's the way things are shaping up in Billings. Not a bad night for us at all. Look at this. 77 degrees, partly cloudy skies. We do have a southwesterly breeze at 16 miles per hour, and obviously it's just not a bad night. Humidity kind of low. It's at 34%. That's been going down. Did you notice that too? Not quite as sticky as it has been. 95 degrees was our high temperature today, and that's why the humidities are going down. We actually evaporated some of it out of the air. Here's your normal high, 88. The record 104 back in 1955. Record low is 43 back in 1972. And what about precipitation? Yeah, we had a thunder shower move over the airport. We wound up with 1/100th of an inch out of that storm. It wasn't a big one. It just popped in and popped out. So now we're at 2,600 for the month. Need to be at 8,300. So we're a little bit behind for the month of July, but for the year we're at 1,454. Only need to be at 881. Now you'll notice our current temperatures right now out in the west we're into the 60s and 70s out there. Across the high line 70s as well. Actually, we've kind of cooled down quite a bit. We've had those showers move in. Billings 77 right now. 73 over at Sheridan. 72 over Cody. Now these are our reported highs. Look at how hot it got here. Oh my goodness. 94 Glasgow, 96 over Jordan. We're at 91 at Cutbank out in the far west into the 90s out there. Here in the Billings area, we actually got up to 95 degrees. Did you know we got that hot? Yeah, just before about 6 o'clock, we wound up and popped up there to 95 for a little bit. Then a shower moved in and cooled us off. 93 was the high temperature in Sheridan, 94 in Worland. But here's our story. Isolated showers in the western part of the state, but we did have a marginal risk of severe thunderstorms in eastern Montana because we had the same old upper level low pressure cell still spinning in South Dakota. It was pulling a lot of moisture into it, and so we still had a chance for some thunderstorms there today. Now tomorrow, that whole low is out of the area, and we just have a threat of a couple of isolated showers, and that's all you'll see. You can still see it's kind of spinning around right through here in South Dakota, and it continues to move out of the area, but it's still pulling a little moisture into it. And of course, here are our splash and dash showers. They started in the mountains, and then they just kind of came in towards the Billings area. Now they continue to track along the state line with Wyoming. So here's what we have in the upper levels. Jet stream going way to the north, big ridge of high pressure. When the jet stream goes that far north, it allows all that heat from the south to slowly but surely meander its way up, and that's why we're going to get back up into the 90s again tomorrow. But look at this. We do have a little cold front moving through. As that cold front moves into eastern Montana, instead of being in the mid-90s, we'll probably cool down to about maybe around the upper 80s or low 90s tomorrow. Then that moves out of the region. Maybe some spotty showers across the high line being drawn into that low pressure cell. High pressure builds in behind that. We're looking at mostly sunny skies, and it's going to be pretty nice. Warm front moving in by Friday, getting us back into the 90s again. And so tonight out west, we're looking at temps into the 40s and 50s. Back here, generally into the 60s with clearing skies tonight. For tomorrow, we get right back up into the 90s again. Maybe 90 in Billings, 92 at Hardin in the far west, also into the 80s out there. But for Billings in the next 7 days, we're going to be into the 90s on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 20% chance for showers then. A little cold front moves through and cools us back down into the 80s all the way through the middle part of next week. Let's go back to the desk.